What is good, guys? You already know. The gym leader throwing stuff around, about to give you my 5 tips to staying in shape. You already know who it is, King of the Beast. One of the things that I'm consistently asked is how to stay in shape all around, January to December, Monday to Sunday, shmup to shmup. And I'm about to give you my 5 tips. Rule number 1, always keep moving. Don't stop moving. When you're on vacation, when you're actually working out, when you don't feel like moving, only limit the amount of exercise you're doing, okay? None of this, oh my gosh, the world is against me, I'm just gonna lay down and take it. The world is a vicious place, okay? In and on days that you don't feel like moving, do a little something. Take a 5-minute walk, a 10-minute jog, or a 15-minute workout. You have to keep moving. Don't just lay down and die. The world is not designed for us to lay down and die. Lately, I've been coming across many people that are like, you know what, it's okay to lay down and give up. Maybe for them, that's okay, but for you, I want you to be the best version of yourself. And even on your worst day, I need you to get up and go around and do what it is you need to do, because on the days that you don't usually feel like moving, those are the days that count. Rule number 2, always make sure that your nutrition is semi-on point. Now, I've got a lot of people that are nutritionists, dietary nutritionists that watch my show or watch this channel, and they're like, oh, you didn't talk about the molecular structure of, shut your mouth. This is for general population, this is my opinion. If you don't want my opinion, you don't like my opinion, go watch your own opinionated show. But this is Weezy's opinion, okay? You can eat what you want to eat in moderation. You're a grown-ass person. You are grown up. If you want to eat 10 donuts, don't eat 10 donuts. Eat 1 donut. But everything in moderation. If you want to stay lean year-round, it's going to be your diet, it's going to be your nutrition. When you're on vacation, you're going to have to limit those carbohydrates. You're going to have to stay active on vacation. There's technically, yes, rest days, but you can't have a lot of rest days because that just doesn't work. Tip number 3, do a good mixture of cardio and strength training. I love to do a good mixture of cardio and strength training. I'm not a specialist of one. When I was growing up, I was just strength training. I wanted to lift, I wanted to have no neck, I wanted to be an animal. That's where everything was at, that's where everything was going to. I have learned over time to stay in shape, you gotta have a great mix of everything. A good solid mix, you wanna mix everything up and always keep your body guessing. Don't go in there and say, oh, bench on Mondays, shoulders on Tuesdays, buys on Wednesdays. That's fine, that's cool if you wanna have no neck and look like an animal, but if you wanna be in shape, my version of being in shape has changed. I thought I was in shape when I used to compete, but I feel like with less muscle, less weight, I can run faster, I'm stronger, and I'm more in shape right now. Tip number 4, supplements. Supplements are a big reason of how I stay in shape. As long as I keep my diet on point, and I increase my protein, and make sure I take my multivitamin, and every so often I'm on a fat burner, my appearance in terms of shape stays where I want to look. My aesthetically stays aesthetic because my nutrition and my diet are on point, as well as my supplements keeping fat off of me. So make sure you're eating right, that way you can supplement your diet and supplement health. Tip number 5, like I always say to you, the most important thing, consistency is key. You cannot just work out just before the summer so you can look good for the summer, and then once winter comes, you fall to shit, excuse my language, and then a week before summer you want to kind of get it. That's a vicious cycle. It's easier for you to semi-stay in shape throughout the year than go on the wagon, off the wagon, on the wagon, off the wagon, on the wagon. With that said, King of the Beast gave you those tips. It's been a minute. Any questions, comments, concerns, like I said, in-depth stuff, send me a message. I can talk to you, I can use the smart terminology, but this is just basic information. Peace.